Hey everybody, Own Goal here, bringing you the semifinals, Game 2 of Tour and Season 9 Championships. I'm playing the Greenskins against the Warriors of Chaos of my teammate XNav. I've taken kind of a pet unit here, the Goblin Great Shaman. It's Terror Causer, it's big, it has pretty good stats. Everyone tells me it's bad. It usually does pretty well. I took a giant because I think Nav was going to try to cheese me with like an SE blob or something like he did to Berserk. And then otherwise fairly balanced build. And he went for cheese. Bunch of elite infantry, some elite cav, Festus. So this is like a pretty, he's just got like a very concentrated, very high power blob. I brought this Doom Diver. Festus was just completely not on my radar. This was for Hell Cannons. So this is like a seeking piece of arty that's good at dueling arty, but it also is incredible at killing squishy foot characters. So he kind of waddled Festus out, and we're off to the races with these homing goblins. And this game essentially just illustrates the value of bullets and reinforcements. In a typical Dom game, you're not going to need to summon all your units. So sometimes it's very useful to have a powerful but narrow unit or two for situations like this. So you'll kind of see, here they come. These little goblins are just fully seeking. Just a homing missile right on Festus. So there he is at 55-38. Here come the goblins. They're little kites. Scroll suits. It's kind of dark if you stop and look at the lore on this. But you can see Festus is on the move. And they're still like somewhat reliable at connecting with him. Here they get body blocked by the Severed Claw, but that's fully acceptable because that's an elite infantry unit. And so we're like not very far in, and this unit is already getting excellent value, 388 on 1,000. So here we just want to not engage the blob. Like he doesn't have a lot of tools to force us in, and we have shooting. Our Lord has this strong Spirit Leech and also a missile. Festus is taking a ton of damage, so we're just going to sit here, deny and engage, and shoot him. And this is the price of taking a very one-dimensional build like he did here. Like, if I had gone more melee, maybe he gets me, but he has no ability to pressure my diverse tools, and WoC Greenskins is typically a pretty good matchup for WoC. So he gets punished for the narrowness of his build by us just being patient and summoning in, selective counters. Man, this thing is getting a lot of value. So I'm just going to fast forward. His Lord's dead. He's outstatted. He's down 5k. There's not a lot he can do here. So I don't think it was a bad choice by him. He knows that he's unfavored in the player matchup and is doing what just beat, former world champion Berserk, which is to take a very polarized build and hope it doesn't work. But if you do that all the time, people kind of get wise to it. They take balanced builds with the tools to counter, and you still are going to need to outplay them. So there's not a lot left here to say. We'll finish it up so that we can see the value on this thing, because it's cooking. This Doom Diver is really cooking. You're picking up 3 chevrons, earning those chevrons. We got our giant in here, getting some damage off. But yeah, we've got a point lead, we've got a value lead. It's all pretty good. We kill Festus a second time, which is very satisfying. Die Festus. He's got 45 value. Then I think we actually get an unsummon off on this thing. So you get half the value back. We're in just excellent condition here, and it's common for people not to concede in season championships, even if they're. Oh, there we go. There's the unsummoned. So this will be a treat on the value screen. We'll see how it did. That is an atypical outcome for that unit. So most of our stuff did fine. This infantry didn't have a lot of targets. That's okay. So we got 3270 on the Doom Diver, and then also it unsummoned for 500 more. So that's what is that, 37? So that's like a differential of, I can't even count that high. And that's basically all she wrote. And then the WoC cheese just did not do particularly well. Nothing really. And these guys did okay because they're good. So that's the semifinals. That'll put us on through to the finals of the season championships. And a note about scouting. In these big tournaments, it can be difficult to predict who to prepare for. So I mostly prepared for Berserk because I'm thinking, I have this phenomenal opponent I need to beat in the semis. And I kind of looked at the other side of the bracket, and there's like 3 or 4 people who could have made it out of it. Anticity ended up beating Oishi. Both of them are phenomenal players that I really respect. But I didn't have a lot of scouting on either. I did like the bare minimum, and I was like very ready for Berserk, which proved to be completely unnecessary. And by this point in the day, I was pretty sick. So, please join me in the next one. Subscribe if you like this kind of content, and we'll see how the finals go.